Now we are going to see the strategy dashboard. So if we select the filter, I need to select the strategy. So I can select one or multiple strategies. For example, let's say in the beginning select everything. So I selected the long term, the mean reversion, and the short term. The benchmark. Okay, let's select again the SPY. As I said, the cancel. The benchmark and the currency are not important, are not mandatory. So initially, I will do it without the benchmark and without the currency just to see. I will select from the beginning, which is January 1st, 2020 till today, and apply. Here we have multiple strategies. So what it will show in the top section, it will show the performance of each strategy. Then it will show the total. For example, I can see the NDX monthly momentum. Ending value is negative, it's 96,255. Total return is negative 3,744. So the total return is minus 3.75. The annual return is minus 1.33. It shows the, sorry, minus 1.03. It shows the worst drawdown and the current drawdown. It shows the same information for every strategy. So for all of them, then in the total, it shows the total for all of them. Uh, you can discard the ending value because the ending value actually it is a summation of all of them. So it's not, it doesn't give any indication. But the total returns is the summation of all the returns, which is okay. And the total return percentage, it is the summation of, it's not the summation, but it's the calculated new total return, which is 3.96, which corresponds to 1%, almost 1% per year. Worst drawdown is 16%, and the current drawdown is negative 13%. And here we can see that how when we combine some strategies together, it gives better performance, at least when it comes to drawdown. In the second section, what we can see the performance every month based on the total returns. So I can say, for example, in the first month we had 0.93, 0.77, negative 0.77, and so on. It will show the breakdown for every month. This section is important. It's the statistics for each strategy. So it will give for every strategy what is the total number of trades, number of winning trades, number of losing trades, percentage winners, percentage losers, number of long trades, number of long winning trades, long losing trades, percentage of long winning trades, and same data for the short trades. Here, actually, because I separated the longs and the shorts in different strategies, like here, for example, you can see the long, it's in one strategy alone. So the short is 0. And the short, I make it in another strategy by itself. So the long data is 0. But if you create one strategy that is, let's say, RCK market on close that contains long and short, in this case, we will see the breakdown for the long and the short in the same strategy. Okay. Then it gives the average return, average winning trade, average winning trade as percentage, average losing trade as percentage. Uh, Same for long, same for short. Then it will give the profit loss ratio for each strategy, and it will break down for long and short. Okay. Then it will provide the trading edge for each strategy. For example, for the long term, 13.52, short term, 3.12, 3.1. These are the day trading strategies. This is why they are a bit smaller than the others. And 4.59 and 5.64, they are for the swing trading. Then it will show the total commissions paid, and it will break it down by long and short, and the total returns. And again, it will break it down by long and short. Okay. In this section, we are going to see all the strategies together and the total for sure. We can click on the name of any strategy to switch it off. Let's say I will switch off all of them and I will keep the total. So this is the total together, and we can see that the total is made like 3.96%. But what we can do, let's say I want to see the market on close long and market on close short. This is why I separated them. Now we can see how they complement each other. Actually, they are like offsetting each other because the duration where the long strategy was losing money, the short strategy was making money, and vice versa. So actually, they are like offsetting each other and almost flat because for this duration they didn't make any money, almost. So we can do the same for the mean reversion, and again we can see that the same pattern that the long and the short they are offsetting each other. And for example, you can see you can compare them to the total. Let's say the long strategy versus the total. You can put whatever strategies you want. In the second part, you can see the drawdown. In the drawdown, again, it has all the strategies, so you can see which one has the worst drawdown and how it's going. So I'll switch them one by one. So the long term, this one, the market on close long, market on close short. You can see that we are in drawdown since very long time. Mean reversion long, again in drawdown. Mean reversion short. Actually, it is making new highs, but currently in drawdown. But and this is the total. And this part. It will show, for example, if you invest 1,000 in each strategy or in the total. So I will switch all of them off, and I'll keep the total. So if you invest $1,000 in the total, how much it will be now? And this is the equity value. So it will show the equity value for each strategy. Here, because I selected everything, it's a bit cluttered. But if you select one or two strategies, it will be clearer. And this is the total returns in dollar amount. Here, what we can see here, we can see the daily returns for the total. I mean, for this combination that we selected, what is the daily returns? So I can say, for example, maybe 85 or 90% of the time I'm between 1 and minus 1 or 1 and minus 1.5. Okay, sometimes we have like big losing days like minus 4.093, and the largest winning day it was like 3.55. In the last section, we are going to see the percentage return per month. So for each month, we can see what is the total return, and we can see at the end for the year.